Okay, so I'm already live on Facebook and Instagram cracking. So I'm just right now um, sitting here playing with Zoom on my page, hoping that everything is going the way it's supposed to. Just trying to figure some things out here. I'm also playing Purple Rain, but I think I'm gonna have to pause that for just a second. All right. So yay, it looks like I got it on Facebook. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Trying to check out my page and see what's going on. Is it doing it? So just bear with me. Okay, so now Instagram wants to start tripping. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna try this again and see what happens. I think because of all the crazy wind we have right now, um, the reception, sorry, I just hit something, is not so good. So, and I'm getting kind of thrown off because Facebook is, Facebook is doing its own thing. Nevertheless, it says I'm live on Facebook, so I'm just gonna roll with it. So, hey y'all, welcome to day number 3 of Reiki Changed My Life. So, allow me to introduce myself in case you don't know. First, hello Facebook, hello Instagram. My name is Allison Rosell, and I'm a spiritual liberation coach. I am a Usui Reiki master. I am an intuitive oracle reader as well. So tonight we are going to continue on the 10-day celebration of Reiki and how Reiki has changed my life. Now the celebration, let me change the light around. Doesn't seem as bright as it was the other day, but I think because it's not extremely bright outside. Ooh, no, don't like that. Trying to find a light setting that is good. All right, we're gonna roll with the punches. All right, it made it a little darker, but I don't care. So, anywho, so we've talked about how I got started in Reiki, how I got introduced. That was on day one. So we talked about what is Reiki. And then we also talked about how I got into Reiki, how I received my first energy healing session, how it made me so excited that I was like, I need to learn this. I need to know more about it. So I started doing research. I started, checking things out and everything. Um, and it just, I was on a quest to know more about Reiki. And so I decided that I wanted to take it up, and I did. So now on day two, since on day one we talked about what Reiki was, on day two we talked about what Reiki is not. And I gave you 5 things that I've heard or read as people who have misconceptions of what Reiki is. So if you missed that one, then make sure that you go back and watch it because it's a good one. They're all going to be good. So tonight, we're going to be talking about anxiety. We're going to be talking about how Reiki helped me ease my anxiety, helped me learn how to cope with my anxiety, and gave me the tools that I need to be able to kind of reel it in and not allow it to run my life. So, um, before we get started, I do want to pull a card. And I'm going to pull a card tonight from the Power of Surrender deck. You see that Facebook? You see that Instagram? Greetings, Goddess. Thank you for joining. So, the power of surrender. And once we get talking about anxiety and how Reiki can help, you'll see why this deck is so important. I really didn't know what deck I was going to use. Hi, Christine. Um, but then when I started thinking about anxiety, I was like, hello, power of surrender. Makes perfect sense. So that's what we're going with. So everybody just set your intentions so we can pull the card that Spirit will have us pull. That's my little practitioner from Hey Honey Wellness Spa. She took such good care of me. Tadeja took really good care of me. She's such a sweetheart. All right. I haven't pulled from these in a while. I'm wondering if I need to do a different kind of shuffle to kind of shuffle them up because I haven't used this in a minute. Moving and grooving here. Felt a little stagnant energy there. Let's just, get it moving around. Okay, I think that's enough. always funny. I start getting a tingling in my on the top of my head. That's my indication when I'm asking spirit. Do I need to pull from the top? Do I need to split the deck? Do I need to do from the bottom? And yeah, so I split it. Oh, sweet Moses. Oh, I love it. Surrender low self esteem. Holla if you hear me. And it has a what? Sunflower? Uh, if I could turn this around so y'all can look at my altar, I have a bouquet of flowers. The main flower is my favorite flower, which is sunflower. So kudos, spirit. So surrender low self esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnant of low self esteem. I'm going to read that again. You deserve, you deserve success, love, and abundance. Point to yourself and say, I deserve success, love, and abundance. Affirm that right now. Type it into the comments as you affirm that you deserve success, love, and abundance. And you are to set the intention to identify and release any remnants of low self esteem. Can the church just say amen? So, yes, that is perfect for tonight as we talk about Reiki relieving my anxiety. Because part of my issue was low self esteem. And that is not to say that I have overcome that, because sometimes I still doubt myself. I still deal with whether I'm worthy and deserving of all good things or not. Sometimes I still battle with my inner bully. I sure do. But you know what? That's the human part of this experience. So just because I'm a spiritual leader, just because I am a priestess, just because I am a healer and a coach, doesn't mean that I am without any of those issues. The main reason why I am in this profession is because the crap that I've had to go through in my life and that I'm still going through in my life is the main thing that I'm supposed to teach to you. So that is why this is all such divine work. Yes, goddesses are saying mine too. Yeah, that was my issue. That was my one of the big components of my anxiety that I dealt with. So I was gonna say, oh Lord, I left my notes clear across the room, but I got them. I got them. I got them. I got them. So we talked about, dispelling the myth of, what people think that Reiki is. One of the things that I said yesterday is Reiki is not a hallelujah, I'm healed type of thing. It's just not. What it does do is it opens you up to the possibilities of receiving healing however way it comes to you. It regulates your energy. It redirects your energy. It resurrects your energy. It does whatever it needs to do. We're all energy. And when you call on the energy, the life force energy of Reiki to work through your hands onto your attunee or to yourself, that is a powerful thing to do, and to be able to have that moment to give that relief or release to someone or to yourself, such a beautiful, beautiful experience. So here's the thing, before I jump into my notes here, I do want to let you know, yes, I do have my Reiki certification course that you can sign up for. Go to the link in my bio, not right now, not right now, but as soon as we're done, you can go to the link in my bio. It's the first thing on Linktree. It's right at the top. I didn't want you to miss it. And if you use Reiki Life, you'll save money on signing up for the course. So if you're wanting to sign up for the course because you want to help others, you want to add this as an additional part of your current business, or you want to open a business and let this be one of the things or your main thing that you do through your business, great, awesome. This course is for you. If you are wanting to learn Reiki as a way of self healing for the purposes of only using it for yourself, maybe your immediate family, great. The course is for you too. So it doesn't matter to what capacity you decide that you want to use Reiki, and you might hear my mom sneezing in the background. Welcome to Georgia with all the pollen, and the wind is blowing like crazy today. Lord have mercy. But if that is what you feel that you want to do, this course is for you. So, all right. So, Reiki, one of the beautiful things about Reiki is it helps to relieve stress and tension. And one of the bugaboos of stress comes anxiety, right? Raise your hand if anxiety sometimes can be that thing that just like gets you, because it does me. I have anxiety at times, and it can sometimes lead into panic attacks. But I will say, since I have been a Reiki practitioner and I give myself Reiki, and then the other divination practices that I have, it's not as big of an issue as it once was. It's not. And then if it does rear its head, I have the tools to be able to tame it and be like, not today, not today. So how is it that Reiki can do this? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, first of all, as it relates to your stress and anxiety, Reiki forces you to be still. Oh yeah, you gotta be still. Now I'm not saying you don't move at all, but it puts you in a moment of stillness. So that way, it doesn't matter what's going on right now on the outside of you. It's forcing you to go within. To go within. And so when you're going within, you are being still. And it's the stillness that it brings upon you when you are practicing Reiki or giving yourself Reiki or giving it to someone else. There's a stillness. You can feel it in the atmosphere. When I'm giving Reiki or I'm giving myself Reiki, there's a stillness that comes. There's a stillness energy. It's a quieting energy that comes through that is so powerful and beautiful. So it forces you to be still. A lot of us are go, 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 go. And that raises your anxiety to like the max. Being on the go, having all these things that you're trying to do, that you're trying to accomplish. I gotta go, can't sit still. I wanna do this, I wanna do that, gotta do this, gotta do that, go pick up dog food, go pick up the kids, gotta go get the dry cleaner for my husband, gotta go and pick up dinner, gotta do this, gotta do that. Oh, now I got my homework because I'm having school at night. And excuse me, I got my side hustle and I'm just a mile a minute running. And some of us don't even really have that much going on. And we still have our minds that are all day long. I blame the device that I'm using to talk to you right now, my cell phone. Smartphones, how ingenious they were to be invented, also add to our anxiety and stress. Why? Because we're constantly looking at social media sites with all this information that's bombarding us. Good news, bad news, maybe good news, maybe bad news, gossip, uh, stuff that's damn near porn, just all this stuff, nonsense, day, night, all day long. It's like, ay, how am I gonna get through doing all this? Breathe, get still, and get some Reiki. Either do it on yourself or you hire someone like myself and I will give you Reiki and I will help you get still in that moment. So Reiki helps ease your stress and anxiety by forcing you to be still. The next thing it does, it kind of makes you focus. Yeah. And it's really not a kind of there. It actually does make you focus. Because now this is how I give myself and others Reiki. I do a lot of breath work. I'm calling you and guiding you to concentrate on your breath, to be aware of your breathing. So you focus on the natural rhythm of your body. I want you to fully have the experience of going within your body and feeling and understanding the beauty, the majesty, the glory, the splendor, the magnificence of your natural breath. The breath, the harmony, when you feel your lungs expand and your heart is beating, that harmony of your body is such a beautiful thing. And we really don't take the time to really fully experience it. We take it for granted. Have you ever just woken up and not turned on anything and just sat still and just allowed yourself to just breathe? Just allow yourself to just breathe. Just feel the natural rhythm of your breath. You're not intentionally breathing, you're not doing anything, you're allowing the natural rhythm of your breath. If you've never experienced that or ever done that for yourself, give that to yourself. At least 5 minutes of that a day where you're doing nothing but allowing yourself to just breathe. And all you're doing is concentrating on your breath. That's it. That's it. But with Reiki, I'm not making you, but I'm allowing you to concentrate on your breath so that way I can have clear channel to be able to send that energy through your body and really be able to navigate and feel what parts of you needs a little extra attention and what parts are doing okay, right? So that's the beauty of Reiki that I love. The next thing that Reiki does is it forces you to be present. Yeah. So when you're getting or giving Reiki, you're not in the past. You're not even studying the past. It's irrelevant. The past doesn't matter. The future is not promised. All you have is the right here and right now. And Reiki, quite frankly, makes you sit at attention and be present to the right here and right now. So you're allowing yourself to sit in that moment. Because if you're being still, you're concentrating on your breath, then of course it's only natural that you're in the moment, right? You're in that moment. You're feeling your way through by just allowing yourself to be fully present in the right here and right now. To allow yourself to really feel where you are in that moment. That's why sometimes when people receive Reiki, they have a myriad of reactions. Some people cry after Reiki or even during because they're releasing so many emotions and thoughts, and there's a clearing. And all that is when you cry, it's a release. Sometimes your body has been waiting for that cry, and you've tried to conjure it up with everything else. You've listened to sad music, you've looked at a sad movie, you did everything you can, and you just can't seem to cry. Well, sometimes when that energy is kind of like that, Reiki can help relieve it to where you can cry. Um, because you're in that moment, you're being still, you're focusing on your breath, and as the energy is flowing through your body and opening up the various chakra points, as well as going into, because I go all over. I get all your shoulders, on your arms, your hands, your feet, your legs, all of that tension. I'm going all the way to get you so that the energy is flowing through every part of your body where you can feel the release in every muscle, every ligament, every joint, every bone. That is my goal, is to get you to that point. Now, it doesn't always happen immediately. Sometimes it takes a few sessions for you to get there, but it does and can happen. As long as you are open to the possibilities, as long as you are open to receive, anything is possible. All things are possible. So the next thing is just what we did before we got started, and we pulled a card from the Power of Surrender deck. It puts you in the position to surrender. It puts you in the position to surrender. It gives you the opportunity to surrender your need to control the outcome. A lot of times when we are anxious and we have anxiety, our anxiety is coming from a place of worry and fear and stressing. And a lot of times the stress and the fear is coming from a place of, I don't know what's going to happen when I do this. I'm afraid to put myself out there and do this because I don't know what's going to happen. And a lot of us are control freaks, right? We want to control the outcome. And that's why a lot of us don't step out on faith, because if we don't know where that staircase is leading, it's hard for us to take a step if we don't see the whole staircase, or at least some of the steps. Sometimes on that staircase, which I've learned more and more on my journey, you're not going to see them steps. Some of the times you're going to just have to step and just know that the stair is there. The step is there. Sometimes you just got to do that. But anxiety cripples you so much that it's like, I don't want to do that, because what if the stairs case falls up under me? What if I, go through the stairs? Because see, the way my mind works, I'm like, well, it's not the stepping on the stair or the step that bothers me. Is what's going to happen when I step on it. What if I go through it? What if I, trip on it and then I bust my face wide open on the next step? You know, that's what anxiety does. Is part of the thing with anxiety. There are many forms of anxiety. Why, I was just looking on the Google machine. And it says the different types of anxiety. You have generalized anxiety, you have social anxiety. Ooh, I know all about that one. Social anxiety. Mhm. You have specific phobias, you have panic disorder, which, I do have panic attacks from time to time. You have obsessive compulsive disorders, and then you have PTSD. So there are various forms. With everyone that I just read, Reiki can help you. It's not going to cure it. It can help you be able to navigate and to reach into your toolbox and say, you know what? I can handle this. I can totally do this. Why was I worried? Oh my gosh, I can do this. I got this. It makes you surrender that low self esteem that keeps us crippled because we don't think we deserve success, love, and abundance. That was my problem, big time. Sometimes it still is. Sometimes it's not so much that I want to control the outcome. Sometimes it's just a matter of me making myself sick, thinking that I'm not worthy to have whatever it is that I'm seeking. Sometimes, I'm thinking, do I deserve success? I mean, look how much of a screw up I am. Why would anybody really want to listen to me? Why would anybody want to, take a course from me? Who am I? You know, and just saying that, I'm making myself nauseous because I don't feel that way now. Now I'm like, you know what? They can't help but want to learn from me. Because number one, I'm going to put this thing in plain English for you to understand. And if I got to break it down in Ebonics, boo boo, I will do that too. Because I want you to understand. I don't want to speak in spiritual jargon where I'm speaking over your head and making it hard for you to connect and understand. No, I don't like when people do that. And so I'm like, I'm the plain Jane. I'm going to keep it real and to the point. And most people that I know appreciate that. that I do that. So I'm going to keep it real and to the point. I'm not going to speak over your head. That's an insult to you. I'm that person. I like to joke around and have fun. Like when I got started, that wasn't a joke to me, but I was listening to Purple Rain. Why? Because today's the anniversary of His Purple Majesty becoming part of the ancestor realm. And anybody that knows me knows I love me some Prince. I love me some Prince, y'all. Check out my purple. Y'all see that? Yeah. Uh-huh. Got my purple on. My little purplish pink lip gloss. Oh yeah. But that is why I do what I do because I'm a human. I'm a person. I am approachable. Well, thank you, love. I am approachable. I am not someone that's going to be like, I need an entourage. You can't talk to me. You can't, reach me. I'm up here, y'all down there, and all that kind of stuff. Nope. Nope. Thank you all. They say they love my look. Thank you. I can be cute sometimes. But yeah, that's just the way I am. I like to joke and have a good time. I like to make sure people are comfortable. I don't like making people uncomfortable. If I find out that I've made someone uncomfortable, that drives me absolutely insane. Do y'all understand? That will give me anxiety if I feel like I've offended or I've made someone uncomfortable or whatever. That's just not me. So that's why my low self esteem comes and goes because now I'm standing more in my power and understanding who I am and knowing who I am and understanding that I can be all of who I am and that is okay. It's better than okay because me being my most authentic self honors God in a way that my being fake could ever do. That's why these people that be all fake about theirs, you're not really honoring God. Honor God with your realness, being the person that He created or she created you to be, whichever one you call, but being who you were created to be. I was created to be a healer, a teacher, a speaker, a motivator, a cheerleader. Those are my strong suits, and I know it, and I own it. Sometimes it could be a really crazy, hard burden to bear, and sometimes it is freaking awesome. It's more awesome than not. So, that is how Reiki helped ease my anxiety. I will give myself Reiki. When I first got started, I would start doing my own like self-healing sessions. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna give myself, you know, I started with like maybe 5 minutes of it just to see what it could do, what I can do. And before I knew it, I was increasing it to like 7 minutes and then 10 minutes. And then I would go on for like 15, 20 minutes. Once I even went, it was more than once, I know, all the way to 30 minutes. And I didn't even realize that I was going that long on myself. But I was in such a meditative state and it was just so good. And I was like, well, I guess I really needed that. So um I can't say enough good stuff about Reiki, y'all. Energy healing, Reiki, however you want to call it or label it, it's the best thing that I could have ever done. Best thing I could have ever learned. It's so natural and beautiful. So I would encourage anyone, if you've been thinking about signing up to take a course to get certified in Reiki healing, I would invite you to go to the link in my bio, take a look at my course, see how it feels when you look at it. Does it resonate with you? Do I resonate with you? You know, I have to be real. When I first started my journey, I started getting frustrated because one of my frustrations was I couldn't find an instructor that looked like me. And the one that I did, she, her energy, I just didn't resonate with her. Wasn't that she was bad, it's just that she just wasn't for me. And so that made me just keep looking and keep looking and keep looking. I was like, well, okay, I won't try to find anybody black. Just find someone that's a person of color. So that's how I found my sensei, my instructor. And I love her. But I'm on a mission because I want to see more women of color doing energy healing, coming back into our roots. Because, yes, whether people want to admit it or not, there is nothing new under the sun that did not start in the motherland first. And I'm just keeping it 100. Some people might want to dispute that, and you can dispute it all day long. But when you get through disputing it, it is what it is. Everything originates from the motherland. Everything. Dispute it if you want. That's just what I'm saying. That's my truth, and I'm sticking to it. So, all right. So that has been day 3 of Reiki Changed My Life. So I love the feedback you guys have been giving me. Oh, and you guys have been asking such awesome questions. So one of the questions that was asked yesterday is, can Reiki help balance my energy? And my answer to that is hells to the yeah. That's what Reiki do. It balances your energy. It balances it. It creates flow of your energy. You can start, the main thing with it is, of course, the chakras, but even if you're just dealing with like a pain or discomfort in your body, if all you do is just one symbol on that particular part of your body, let's say I'm having knee pain. Well, I could go all over my body because chances are that knee pain is a manifestation of a block somewhere else in my body as far as one of my energy centers. But if I just really just want to concentrate on my knee, I can go to my knee and I can draw the symbols. I can do some breathing and I can do my visualization and everything else and concentrate on that knee. And if I keep doing it, coming back and working on that knee, eventually the pressure of whatever is going on with my knee will start to subside. Now, hear me when I say this. Gotta say it. Reiki is not a substitution for you going to the doctor. You don't need to be trying to get out of that. This is not a substitution for medical purposes. It's not. What it's supposed to do, and I tell this to people all the time, especially when you're dealing with mental health and emotional, if you have a therapist, keep seeing them. Allow me and my work to complement what your therapist and your doctor are already doing for you. Allow this work to work in conjunction with it. It's not a substitute for it. Because I will never ever tell y'all that I am a medical professional because I am not. Nor do I want to be. But I don't want to mislead anyone into that. Okay? Just want to give that disclaimer. Just want to let you know that's what it is. All right. So, yeah, you guys are asking excellent questions that are either in the comments or someone might DM me and ask me questions. I'm cool with it. I love it. This is how it will be in the course. If what I have talked about in the lessons is not clear, then you can reach out and be like, hey, when we have our live session, can you go over this? So on and so forth. I got you. I got you. So, all right, my loves, I appreciate you sticking in here with me, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow for day 4. Yes. Spirit has been calling me to kind of go out of order of my agenda, so I really don't know what I want to talk about tomorrow. 'Cause now I'm like, okay, I'm at the mercy of spirit. Spirit's like, yeah, you were gonna talk about that today, but I think you need to talk about anxiety. So I'm like, okay, will do. So, but just tune in. It'll be a good one, I promise you. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye, Instagram. And bye, Facebook.